Hello, Southwest Florida, and welcome to the Off Script podcast on this Tuesday. I'm Shari Armstrong.
I'm Amy Wegman. This is our neighborhood news podcast where we tell you.
Well, words are hard, and you've been saying a lot of them.
I said a lot of
news
words
this
today.
morning.
Yes. Anyway, it's our neighborhood news podcast. We show you what's going on through the eyes of our community correspondents. They live and work where you live and work. And so if you've never joined us, we're on Facebook as well as fox4now.com and YouTube. You can leave a comment down below. Ask us any questions you want. We're just so happy you're here.
Yeah. Happy Tuesday. We hope you're having a great Tuesday so far.
There was a lot of news this morning. So Shari and I just basically came from the set in here to do the podcast. We're in a separate little room.
Yeah.
And we had several breaking stories locally that you can go read about on fox4now.com. The Lee County Sheriff just confirmed that it was a murder-suicide.
Yeah, we had a murder-suicide and an attempted murder-suicide in Lehigh, literally not too far from each other.
I know. It's scary. So we are getting all the details, and you can check that out on fox4now.com. The big national story as well is former Vice President Dick Cheney died. He was 84 years old. He was known to have heart problems through, the years. He had, I think, bypass surgery. He had several heart attacks, but his family said that they were by his side, and he died of pneumonia and heart disease, complications. So
he had a long political career.
He did. He was vice president under George W. Bush. So that was 2001 to 2009-ish era.
Yeah.
And he was one of those, he's being deemed as one of the most powerful and polarizing vice presidents ever.
Yeah.
Obviously Desert Storm, the war, and there's a lot of people have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
But yeah, he died.
Yeah. It was we had all this breaking news, and then on top of that, we learned that about former Vice President Dick Cheney. So I always say, no matter what your political beliefs are, it's still sad.
I know, of course. Of course.
When
somebody loses their life.
Allie said that name, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I know. So, it's somebody's, no matter who it is.
That's right.
Maybe their father, their brother, their sister, their mother, there's a relationship there somewhere.
Exactly. You want to go from national to local. There is a lot of local news, as Amy said, going on. I know that a lot of you have very strong opinions about this next story, and so we wanted to give you an update in regards to the social media posts that were made around the time that Charlie Kirk was killed, and these posts have to do with local teachers in our community.
Right. So there's a hearing tonight. So that's why we're talking about this right now. The Lee County School Board, there's this hearing, and they're going to talk about 3 different teachers, and basically two of them, the discussion is whether they should stay suspended without pay or they could potentially be terminated tonight. Mm-hmm. And this all surrounds posts on social media. One of the teachers was a teacher at, I never know how to say it, is Lemuel Teal Middle School. Mm-hmm. Her name is Brooke Wold, and she actually filed a federal lawsuit. She is suing the superintendent of Lee County Schools, claiming that her First Amendment rights were violated because in her post, it was right after Charlie Kirk died. Mm-hmm. She posted, I want to get the exact words. It was something along the lines of, I hope God gives you whatever he sees fit.
Okay.
And something along the lines of, Charlie did say that for gun rights, some deaths are worth it. Mm-hmm. So she's arguing free speech, private Facebook page, her own thoughts, not threatening. And so she's suing now. And so that's why we're sharing her name. Up until now, we haven't told you her name. There's another teacher, we're not giving you her name. She's a middle school teacher at, was it Three Oaks?
Yeah,
Three Oaks. And the discussion about what will happen with her is going to happen tonight, too, because she also apparently made these posts on social media.
She's the one that's not accused of committing a crime.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I don't think any are.
Right. But specifically her.
Yeah.
I just remember from the email that we had, we really pointed that out for one particular reason, not accused of committing a crime.
Yeah.
I just remember that detail. Continue.
Yeah. So both could lose their jobs tonight. At this hearing. We, of course, will be there. It's a big deal. Our senior reporter, Alex Orenchuk, will be there covering that, I'm sure. And then there's another teacher that will be talked about tonight that doesn't have to do with the Charlie Kirk social media post. This one, she was removed from Island Coast High School.
I'm not sure which.
Yeah,
school
I'm pretty sure it was Island Coast. It's hard to remember all these details, right?
Yeah.
The Lee County School District says that she tested positive for cocaine on the job. There were some reports from students, they say, that she was vaping in the classroom, allowing students to vape in the classroom, and even sharing her vape sometimes with students in the classroom. So some kids made reports of this. It was investigated. She was drug tested, and the district says she tested positive for cocaine. So, possible termination for her because she let the students vape in class. Obviously, I think the drug test probably will play into that as well.
Of course.
So it's a big night at this hearing at the Lee County School Board.
I'm intrigued.
There's a lot going on.
I know. I'm intrigued. I look forward to seeing what happens in those cases, specifically the social media posts, because, man, I know you guys have seen the same comments and posts that I've seen, which is like, the social media policy versus freedom of speech, essentially. People who, unfortunately, the Charlie Kirk whole situation is like either you support him or you didn't. But like the question here is, okay, for the people who showed support, is that a form of freedom of speech versus the people who didn't? Is that violating their freedom of speech if now their posts are being called into question? It's just so many questions. And I think it's a huge deal for the district to make a decision on tonight.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And even if you take it away from the emotional tie to Charlie Kirk, right? Like it's like, can a teacher, because the school district at the end of the day is providing a job. Like my boss or my company that I work for can say, hey, we don't like what you did, and they can just fire me.
Yes.
And so that's the decision they're going to have to make. Is it like, I think the biggest argument is going to be the freedom of speech thing, and it's a private Facebook account. Some of the questions I've heard is, well, they're friends with some of the students. They're growing young minds. They shouldn't. It's kind of like as journalists, we don't really share our thoughts on things. That's like the other side of the story. But this is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Because you can understand the arguments probably a little bit on both sides. I would think most people can.
Yep. And I think it's such a, it was one of those topics where everybody was chiming in, it was hard to keep your opinion to yourself. We're journalists, and there were moments that I wanted to pop on there and say what I wanted to say too. So heat of the moment, the impact of that, essentially, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting for sure.
Yep.
And especially moving forward, whatever the decision is, I would imagine anyone who works in the school district or even so many jobs is really going to question before they post on social media, right? Like, what is protected? It's a question that will probably be answered tonight. I'm sure there is a lawsuit, federal lawsuit.
Yep.
It's interesting for sure.
We'll see.
We haven't talked about Jamaica in a minute, and my heart is so heavy for all the folks in Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, because there's a lot of damage and destruction there. I know for us, it didn't cause any issues here in Southwest Florida, but just remember, there are people really, really suffering.
I've been looking at those videos specifically on TikTok, because what happens is the news cycle, right?
Yep.
Jamaica's going to get hit by Melissa, Haiti, Cuba, Bermuda, Bahamas, the whole path. And then it's it goes on, right? We look at the damage, oh my gosh, that happened. And then, but here, what is this, a week later? How many days has it been?
The days just blend
later
together for me.
And I'm looking at the videos and I'm like, it is absolute destruction for some people. I saw this video of this woman holding a 2-week-old baby.
Ugh.
And their house is all piled on top of itself next to them. Okay. Their roads are impassable. Okay. 2 weeks old. The baby's not even as big as my hand to my elbow. Right. And so these people are crying. Please help us, right? And they're in very rural areas of Jamaica. A lot of the roads, like I said, are impassable. So anyway, we talked about this before, but I wanted to highlight the fact that they're actually getting on a plane on Saturday to take some items.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
They've collected so many items, but they're specifically looking for canned items, right? Sardines, corned beef, stuff like that.
This is where it's Premier Mobile Health Services. So go to Colonial Boulevard and drop off donations before, I would say, before Friday.
Exactly. And also I wanted to point out that they really need baby items. I think
Yes.
Emily Young was talking about this yesterday during Fox 4 Morning News, but I wanted to reiterate because they posted today that they need baby items.
So like diapers, wipes,
all that good stuff.
formula, I bet.
Yeah, maybe like the canned baby food.
Mhm.
So if you're able to, because we understand times are tough right now, if you're able to donate, they're asking you to please drop off those items. Also, if you just type in like Jamaica Relief Fund Fort Myers, you can scan the QR code and donate. It goes through the collaboratory, so it's 100% legit.
Yeah.
But it's like a bunch of local influencers in the community coming together to make things happen.
I love they're doing that. And you know, it's one thing to live like within the city, somewhere
Yes.
like Kingston or somewhere, and they didn't even get that much damage considering. But when you're in those rural areas and it's mountainous, you can't get to anything. You're stuck.
You should see the people outside, and they're like the helicopters and the planes are starting to fly over and like drop stuff off, and they are in desperation, like trying to just grab something, right?
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah. So
So again, 10676 Colonial Boulevard is where you can drop off donations. That plane is headed out Saturday. She's collected,
oh my gosh.
so much stuff already.
Yeah.
So she's amazing.
Yep.
And so are all of you.
Yep.
So please donate.
So we know the next process for Melissa, right? Jamaica, Cuba. I'm forgetting some. Jamaica, Cuba, Bahama? No.
No, it went.
Haiti? Haiti had impacts, but
Haiti had like most of the deaths.
right.
Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, then the Bahamas, and it actually got around
Bermuda? Okay. So we know the next step comes like cleanup recovery, which is a story we know very well here in Southwest Florida when
Oh
it
my
comes
gosh.
to Sanibel and Captiva.
Yes. Man, it's changed so much since Hurricane Ian. When we think about driving, even after Charlie, right? Like you think of these storms that really changed the way the islands look. But now you go out to Sanibel and it's amazing to see how far they've come.
Absolutely. So those numbers are in from the chamber and they are incredible. Incredible. Listen to this, okay? 72% of the hotel rooms are back open, up, available for you to book. That is literally up just over 30% from last year. Also, vacation rentals are at 80% and restaurants and shops about 75%.
I love that.
So they are telling you, not only are we like back up and running, but like come book us, right? Because we obviously want to keep supporting Sanibel and Captiva. But if you haven't been out there in a while, make the drive because there are so many, not only returning restaurants, but new restaurants and locations out there to check out.
I've been so Wickies for brunch, Magic School Bus for ice cream. You can go to the Bubble Room and get the orange crunch cake. If you don't want to go eat there, you can go to Boop's next door. You can go stay at any of the resorts and hotels. Their pools are back open.
Yep.
The beaches are amazing. It's the Green Flash. I've been to all of them.
Yeah, you know
within,
them by
like the
heart.
past year.
I can only name like I can say like, oh, that place that's like New Orleans style. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, mud bugs.
Dang,
So
girl, you're
good.
good.
No,
Mud
they have
Bugs is-
the best. The shrimp and like the Cajun-y, buttery, garlicky sauce.
I have never been to a restaurant that was so close to like the actual New Orleans experience.
So good.
Mudbugs gets it right.
Food is my love language,
I know.
even though I'm trying
you
not
always
to
impress me.
eat a lot of it lately.
She's been working out really, really hard, as you can tell.
You can't tell.
Yes, you can.
Can't tell.
Yes, you
Can
can.
I tell them about my email today?
Well, yeah. Let's talk about it. Wait, I want to intro this by saying,
Okay.
here's a side of the news. People always want us to talk about like the behind the scenes stuff. Okay, here's the side of the news that is sometimes annoying or challenging or what. There are a lot of descriptors for it. Sometimes we get emails, and a lot of the times, I will say, we get emails that are very encouraging and uplifting. And this email that Amy got today started that way. Tell us how it started.
It did start that way. It was like, I'm a longtime fan. And I do think she was trying to be kind. You're so articulate. You can pivot on a dime.
All
I love
truths.
watching you.
Yes.
And then it was like, but. Whenever there's a but, I was
You
like,
already know. You already know.
so anyway, she didn't like my dress. Okay, fine. It's a rental. I do rent the runway just because I'm not buying dresses constantly all day, every day. Like it's a waste of money and it's bad for the environment. And I'm not a baller. So anyway, it was dresses like a plaid dress. But you know how like the shoulder pads are back in now?
Mhm.
This was a very expensive dress that I rented. Only cost me $35 to rent, but it's the shoulder pads, like, you know, they were kind of football
Mhm.
linebackery.
That's an exaggeration. But
Anyway, she said that it looked homemade. She asked if I had a stylist and if I didn't have one that I needed to get one, and that the sleeves looked and my sleeveless arms looked homemade. But then she did wish me happy holidays.
That's my favorite part. I'd like to ask Neha to just get on the mic real quick because Neha had the perfect response to this email from this viewer. Be nice. We do have to tell Neha to be nice.
I did, ask Amy to ask that lady to send a selfie.
If you could please maybe just send a selfie.
Here's the thing. I get it. Trust me. There are plenty of times where I'm like, oh, I don't love this dress. When you have to wear something different 5 days a week that looks put together, it's not easy, right? I have, as do you, a million Calvin Klein dresses that are just navy, black, red, blue,
Purple.
and sometimes I insert weird random dresses that I think are normal. Like in the picture, you're like, oh, yeah, that looks cute. I tried it on this morning. I was like, ooh, I don't know. Oh, well, I'm going to wear it. And so, sometimes it's not perfect. It's like sometimes I think people need to remember that. Like sometimes we're like, yeah, I look good. And other times it's like, oh, all right, let's just get through today.
You're so much nicer. I feel very triggered by your email that you received just because it's like, listen, the stylist part. Did you say that part on the mic? Did I miss that?
She said, do you have a stylist? And if you don't, you should get one.
That is rude. That's just rude. Right? You can give your opinions. People email us all the time telling us. Somebody emailed me the other day about a dress that I wear. I literally wear I'm rotating the same 6 dresses at this point because I just to me it's like so not important, right?
So not important.
It's not important. And y'all will still email saying I loved your dress and I bought it like my first year as a reporter.
Oh,
okay?
I have a dress that I wear. It's like my mail it in dress.
Yes.
If I'm just not,
I'm over it.
I'm like, I need to be comfortable today. I'm not kidding. I bought that dress when I was the weekend anchor here.
And how many years ago was that?
Like 20.
Exactly.
I'm not like literally 20 years ago.
Exactly. And I think we love hearing from you and getting your opinions, but I do think sometimes if you wouldn't say it in person, right, to my face, maybe not take the time to email it. And for the record, I'm just going to say it. The viewer also said something about her earrings. And one thing that we love
Yes.
about Amy's swag is that you are the one person in this newsroom who always wears a pop-in earring.
Oh,
I
thank
rotate
you.
the same 3 ear. Like, I just do not care about that stuff anymore. You are known for your earring swag. So that's when I was like very triggered because I'm like,
Yeah.
don't come for something that is part of like someone's persona. So
Shari's standing up for me.
I'm gonna stand up for anybody in that situation because I think whenever you get an email and it's like, from a viewer, your heart kind of drops a little bit just because you're like, oh, did I say something? Is it a critique? And a lot of the times it is really great feedback and we love that. But sometimes when it's like, you wouldn't say that to somebody's face, please don't put it in writing.
Yeah. I like the weight ones or like,
Are you
stuff like that.
pregnant? No.
Yes. No, I'm not. Okay. That ship sailed a long time ago.
Come on, please. I got a
Anyway.
dog. How many times I gotta tell you? But I gained a little weight. I'm in a happy relationship. Jeez.
You look beautiful.
And I'm stressed.
You look beautiful. You're not stressed.
I'm just
And
saying.
yeah, I think the moral of the story too is like, ask yourself before I send this, like, is this really going to change anything?
Exactly.
Am I, you know what I mean? Like, do I
Exactly.
really need to send this email?
Exactly.
No, because
And-
tomorrow I'm going to wear a plain Jane dress with some stud earrings so I don't offend anyone.
Also, last thing I do want to say, we do work with a producer who speaks her mind like to the T.
Yes.
So please know if we are wearing something ugly or awkward,
Oh, yeah.
she probably already told us.
This other rental I wore a couple weeks ago, it was the shape of the dress was great, but it was a floral. Not a big fan of florals, but I was like, whatever, I'll go outside of my comfort zone and wear it. And she's like, what's up, Grandma? Show starts in 10 seconds. Here we go. 9, 8, 7. And then she's like, hey, Grandma, you're done. You can go to the bathroom if you need to, Grandma. So I'm not going to wear that dress again.
Shout out to our producer, Neha.
Yeah.
She keeps it real, so just know
She
someone
does.
already told us.
They did look like curtains a little bit, but sometimes, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know. You think it looks cute, and then you pop up on camera and you're like, that's ugly. And the producer's like 10, 9. Like, there's nothing you could do about it.
I
you know?
actually asked her, was that you that I asked? I'm like, do you think it would be weird if I went and changed today? Changed after the
No.
first block of news? And she's like, I think you look cute. So I kept it on.
totally thought you looked. Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. I thought it was cute. I thought it was refreshing, a very modern look. I liked it.
Okay. Well, thank you.
But keep watching.
Shari's pissed. I can't. All right, let's talk about holiday travel. Shari's going away for Thanksgiving.
I am, and I'm stressed about that.
Why?
Because did y'all see like the videos in Texas? Like the are you
long
serious?
lines?
Yeah, yeah. Why do you say like the long line? The lines were like outside, like where you drop off people. The lines were like all the way out
Already?
there. Yes, girl.
Wait, are you going to Texas?
No, but I'm going to New York City.
Oh. I mean, I think that'll be fine.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad you're optimistic. But the concern here is that with the government shutdown, these well, this one is not a crazy line, but these crazy lines, we
Yeah.
could see them as, the shutdown impacts TSA workers, and we're already starting to see that. So there's a lot of anxiety around that. In fact, the U.S. Travel Association is calling on Congress to end the shutdown before Thanksgiving because, like you just said already, if we're already seeing lines like that in major hubs 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, imagine what we could see just not even Thanksgiving week, like as we get closer, right? And some of those groups included Hilton. There was another one. It was Hilton and MGM chiming in and saying, please, 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 let's figure this out before travel. Not only are they worried about the lines, but they're worried about the financial impact as well. I thought this quote was so interesting. Air travelers' number one priority is safety, and while safety will be maintained, travelers will pay a heavy and completely unnecessary price in terms of delays, cancellations, and lost confidence in the air travel experience.
Yep.
Emphasis on delays and cancellations. I mean, that could be a nightmare.
Well, and those are if you're traveling for the holidays, maybe you're going to see your grandma and it could be the last time you're going to see her.
Yes.
Maybe you're going for Christmas and those are memories you can't get back if you're stuck and you miss it.
Exactly.
So yeah, I can totally understand.
Exactly.
Um,
I mean, good
man.
for you. You'll be home, so you don't have to worry about it.
I'll
but-
be watching your dog.
I know. And I
I'm
love
so
that your
excited.
family is so excited. I've already started my dog mom list.
Yeah. The girls, my twins were arguing in the car yesterday about who was going to walk Sweeney Todd first.
He's not
Sabina's I'm walking him first. You're the next day. To
He
Leah.
doesn't even get that kind of attention at home. He's gonna love this so much.
He's gonna.
He's not
really
gonna
love
want to
it.
come home from you.
We have a
guys.
Facebook comment. Do you have Facebook open?
Sure. Yes.
And if you're watching and you want to drop us a line,
I'm so sorry. Normally I do have
I
it up,
should
but I
answer
was
this.
so passionate about this email that I was distracted.
you're fine. You're fired up today.
Yeah. Oh, Lawrence, thank you so much for chiming in. Lawrence McNeil says, Amy has been drop dead gorgeous since high school. LMAO. That's the direct quote.
What?
No, he's saying you're hot. But he's
Doesn't
saying
that mean laugh my off?
yeah, but he's saying to the person.
Oh.
I mean, they weren't
Lawrence.
attacking your beauty, but just reinforcing how triggered we are.
Well,
Lawrence is like, that girl's been beautiful her whole life.
Thank you, Lawrence. That's very kind.
And that's what we know. You got the same
This
face
is so awkward
that
now.
you had when you first popped up on air 20-something years ago. It's the same face.
So do you, girl.
Oh.
Stop.
Someone's
Gentle.
mom today was like, oh my gosh, Shari's lost weight. And whenever people say that, you were big before you got small.
Stop it right now.
I'm just saying.
Listen, the TV, the camera adds 15 pounds.
Okay.
The number one comment in all 20 years. And I was a twig when I started here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You're so much smaller in person.
So hard. That hurts my feelings every time.
Apparently, there's another comment.
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Scarlett is asking a newsworthy question.
Please do.
What happened in Central South Fort Myers yesterday around 2 p.m.? I wasn't here yesterday. You guys might know. There was a large explosion crash that made my house shake. Then what sounded like a dozen sirens. Scarlett, if you could tell us where in Fort Myers
Central, yeah.
you were.
Be more specific. Give us a cross street.
Yep. And
There was a lot going on yesterday.
Really, it was a busy news day yesterday too.
Yeah.
So it's been continuous. But if you could just tell us where your home is, we can give you some more information about that. And thank you for asking. There's been so much news.
One other important topic. Sexiest man alive. So, Jonathan Bailey, Wicked, one of my favorite shows,
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
Oh, bless.
So good.
I love Bridgerton.
He is people's sexiest man alive.
Mm-hmm.
He's the first openly gay winner of the title.
Mhm.
It's not like he gets a cash prize or anything. It's just bragging rights.
Yeah.
So this is the 40th edition, the first ever. Do you know who it was? Did you see it already?
No. Oh, yes.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson is going to be forever hot. So we
Back
get
in
it.
the day, he has pretty eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
I do love Jonathan Bailey. I think he has an amazing voice.
Is he the sexiest man alive? This
For
is always
me,
a controversy.
No,
Yeah, I agree.
he's not. But that's the thing. Everyone's version of what's the sexiest man alive is
Yes,
different,
agreed.
right? That's why we're all interested in different people.
Agreed.
I think he has an amazing voice. I think he's so talented and funny and easy to watch. I think he's handsome,
I think he's so hot.
but super cute.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. And I think his performances, his presentation, both in Bridgerton and Wicked, make him like that much more hot.
Yeah.
Her, I guess. But would I say he's the sexiest man alive? No.
No.
Do you think it's still George Clooney?
No.
Oh, who do you think it is? Who do you think is the sexiest man alive?
Henry Cavill.
Superman?
Superman is.
I've always loved Thor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Who is it for you? What's the guy?
What's Thor's real
What's
name?
the guy from Thor? I was just gonna say that. What's his real name?
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Chris, yeah. Not Liam.
What was yours?
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't know who mine is either.
Yeah. I
But I
mean, I
will
don't
say-
even know that I'd give it to Chris Hemsworth at this point. I'm not sure. I have to think about that.
I have to think about it too. I will say that I will forever love the executive producer we had who said Chris Shaw, not was the sexiest man alive, but Chris Shaw was the Sam's Club version.
No. She said our news director, because he somewhat resembles a George Clooney type.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, yeah, he's the Sam's Club George Clooney.
And
It's stuck.
it's stuck. Yeah, that's the great way to put it. It's,
It's
stuck.
stuck.
Yeah.
He's our little Sam's Club George Clooney.
Anyway, that's the news of the day. Please let us know, Scarlett, what even when this is over, let us know where that cross street is, and we can respond to you. We are following really big stories today, specifically out of Lehigh Acres. So definitely, we are throughout the day, like we are here updating our web articles, sending that information out to you. There are a lot of questions about what happened in Lehigh today, especially because very similar situations, not too far from each other. So we'll be working to get more information about that. Also, Fort Myers Beach, big day for them too.
I know. So today was a special election. The polls don't close till 7, but it's a special election to potentially recall 2 town council members. So we'll see what happens there. There's just a lot going on today. It's
Yep.
almost a full moon.
Correct.
I looked up and I was like, oh,
That is
okay,
correct.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? I
Yeah.
feel like it gets busy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. See? I knew it.
You were onto
I
something.
knew it. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us for our Neighborhood News podcast. We enjoy hanging out with you guys. And now we're going to go do some work and let you watch the news of the day for the next 30 minutes here on fox4now.com.
Have a great day, Southwest Florida.